This evening we're going to make a decorative wreath for your door or your wall. And what we are using is some candle rings from the Dollarama. I got 3 of these. We're also going to use some of these cute little black birds, also from the Dollarama. Now they had these on sale at Halloween. That's when I got them, but it's just taken me so long to get around to doing this craft. So the first thing you want to do is you want to open up your candle rings, so they're more like a crescent moon shape. You do that. I got these, let's see, where are they? Right here. It's really hard to see because it's so black. And somewhere down here they should have these little black twist ties. So you just want to take those off. Yes, Icarus, we know you're here. And this one actually has long ones, that's good. I can just untwist it. The other one I had to cut. Alright, this one was tied in through. They've twisted it and then they've tied it through the loop. I don't even know if you could see that, but these 2 strands are coming out of that loop. They've twisted it and then tied it into a knot. So I'm just going to cut it because it's so much easier to do it that way. There's the other one. Now you don't have to use Halloween decorations for this. You can use Christmas decorations or Easter decorations or whatever decorations you want to use. These fell off while I was detangling it, but don't worry about it, just put them to the side. We'll put those back on later. I'm just going to do the other one and then we'll come back. Now what you want to do is you want to put them into a nice circle. Figure out the best way to do that by just playing with them. Some of them you might have to wrap them around the opposite way to which they are going, which I'm going to have to do with this one here. Now what I'm going to do is I've saved some of this black wire twist tie. It's very sturdy, so I'm going to use that to hook these together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them down and see how they're going to look. I'm also going to take some of these off just so I can rearrange them where I want them later. So now that those are all put together loosely, just look at it, see that everything is pretty much where you want it to be, keeping in mind that you do have these to add as fillers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and twist tie it a little more secure because I'm happy with this size and rough shape. So I'm going to fill that in with the twist ties and be right back. Alright, I've done a little bit of adjusting as I was tying it up. So at this point what you want to do is you want to look at it and figure out which side you want to be your top and which one you want to be your bottom. And I'm deciding that I want these 3 flowers on this bottom to be my bottom. So it's more like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to twist these wires around so that it sits in there nice. Now there's some of these that are very loose. They had been the ones that were taken off before. Just going to put a bit of hot glue on there so that when I slide this on, it gives it a nice little seal, and then I'll bend it up into place. Alright, I got a couple more here to stick in somewhere. That looks pretty full, so we're going to have a couple leftover parts for another project, it looks like. So let's figure out where we're going to put our birds. So if these 3 are the bottom, we know we're going to want one of our birds in the bottom. And these came with little wires on their feet, which makes them perfect for sticking into any type of flower arrangement. Just going to give your little feathers a little brush down. Alright, so I want this little birdie to be sitting front ways. So I'll find where the feet would be best in there. The wires are quite slippery. So birdie number 1 is in. Just going to twist him to put him in place. There, and he's just sitting out forward, looking pretty. Yeah, my other 2 crows, I think I want up towards the front facing each other in like this. His little leg just come out. Quick fix. There we go. The other one just come out too. There you go. Crow is fixed. Now, since this is his bad side, I think I'll put him on this end. This one's pretty on that side. Okay. So we got bird number 1 in the center. Bird number 2 will go up on the end. All of their little legs so that they don't really bend. This little one here. He does have some dexterity in there, so we'll just bend his little legs to get him into a position so he's more like a birdie who's leaning over. Alright, and we've got our little birdie here, sitting forward. Let's see if we can get bird number 3 to do something similar. Yeah, those legs are still in there, a little more solid. Hear the styrofoam crunching inside him. There you go, this one's legs bent a little better. one. Right, there's bird number 3. Let's see if I can get this little fella into another little angle. Twist him in. They are happy little birds. Alright, let's put this back up in here. There we go. Back up under his little feet. So all this needs now is a hanger, and our wreath is ready to go. So all I'm using for my hanger in the back is stainless steel snare wire. You can use brass or any kind of wire that you like. I personally like stainless. So let's see where our birds are, where the hanger should be. Should be right about here. I'm just going to bring this up, twist the two bottoms around each other before forking them and bringing them around to the front. Sometimes it can be hard to get it on the first couple tries. Yes, kitten, I know. Why doesn't seem to be cooperating right this evening? That's because my hands are starting to lose their grip. go. And there's our hanger in the back. And here's our wreath in the light of the day. It's not really picking up just how magenta these are. You can see our happy little crows there. Altogether, this project cost about $9 to complete. And you can do this with any candle holders that you can find. You can probably even do this with the with boughs. You can get the floral boughs at the Dollaramas now. So it's a pretty easy project to do. It looks pretty good.